Good morning, and thanks so much for joining us on After GMS. It is 7:45 on Friday, May 15th. We have Megan Malaris and Taran Kirksey who are working from home. I'm Tracy McCain here in the studio. Hey guys, I'm just checking. Do you guys have it up on your app? Were you guys able to see the video? Can you see it? Okay, I can't find it, so I will join as soon as I can. But we want you to comment and let us know what you are, how you're feeling about the forecast and about some other conversations we're having today. But speaking of the forecast, Taran, we're going to get with you. That will give me enough time to get situated here on the phone and then, stretch a little if you need to.
All right, sounds good. Just let me know when to stop talking and we'll make it happen. All right, out there today we will see plenty of sunshine as we see our high temperatures end up in the low to mid 80s. Yes, a little bit of high cloud cover from time to time, but that shouldn't be too big of a deal. So if you like warm weather, you certainly will like what we have going on, not only this afternoon, but also as we go through the next several days with our high temperatures this weekend, making it into the mid to upper 80s. As we heat up the atmosphere some more this weekend and add a little bit more moisture to the atmosphere, we'll see the chance of an isolated pop-up shower or thunderstorm both on Saturday and Sunday afternoon. But that chance at your house only around 20 to 30%. So most of us will stay dry. By Monday, that's when we'll see our next decent chance of more widespread shower and thunderstorm activity as a cold front moves into the Carolinas. We'll put that chance of rain right around 40 to 50%, especially as we go towards the evening. And then after that, the weather pattern gets a little bit more unclear for the middle of next week. The trends over the past few days, though, have been in the cooler and wetter direction. So we do have a 40% chance of scattered showers Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. High temperatures probably cooling down to the low to mid 70s for most of us. But 60s are not out of the question, especially on Wednesday and again on Thursday. We'll keep you updated on that. That's a quick look at your 7-day forecast.
All right, Taran, you're such a great sport. Thank you. As soon I found it, and I'm already interacting, and I appreciate your help. All right, so I'm glad we're all connected now because this is a pretty cool conversation, especially for a Friday. One of the top trending phrases on Google right now is happiness during quarantine. So I asked you on Facebook, what's the last item, topic, or question you put in the search bar? And there were a lot of great responses. Let's take a look at a few here. Larry wrote in and said, potato wedges. I think we have some graphics to pull up full here, but regardless, if we don't, the potato wedges are a nice topic. Pat says, how to get rid of a network hacker. Uh-oh, Pat. I hope that's not a big problem in your life right now. Who needs to deal with that? Kimberly says, how to freeze meat wrapped in butcher paper. I like that one too because I don't know how to do that, so that's a good one. Cindy says, why is my corn snake suddenly laying eggs? When she said that, I actually had to Google corn snake because I didn't know what a corn snake was, so that enhanced the Googleable terms, right? Robin Hudson says how to clean your dryer vent because there's so much exciting things happening in this stay-at-home life. So the last thing I searched for was facial hair removal because I had some unwanted hairs growing on my brow line right in the middle and all around here, things that I don't want to see, and probably you at home. So that was the last thing I searched for, and I got some great responses, and I was able to get rid of that. Taran, what's the last thing that you put in your search bar?
Oh, I have to think. That's hard to remember. I know recently I've looked up like food recipes, been doing more cooking, more barbecuing. And I think I looked up how to replace a ceiling light fixture. So that's on my to-do list because there's one that needs to be replaced. And I got to figure out how to do it and not electrocute myself. So good luck.
Right, but who knew you were so handy around the house? I had no idea.
I like to do stuff. Yeah.
You just like to tinker, don't you?
I do. I'm one of those people.
This remote is broken. Let me fix it. All right, Megan, what's the last thing that you might have searched for?
I Googled last how to care for an orchid. My mom sent me a beautiful orchid from Local Forest Plants and Answers for Mother's Day, and it is so gorgeous. I want to keep it alive, so I don't want to overwater it because I know by doing that you can hurt the plant, and I don't want to underwater it because I don't want to hurt the plant. So I was Googling different ways to care for an orchid, and it turns out there are a lot of different kinds of orchids. So I hope that I'm using the correct instructions. Anyway, I also Googled how to clean out my Keurig. It had been a while since I had cleaned my Keurig because I gave up coffee when I was pregnant, and now I'm drinking it again in excess, probably because I'm so tired all the time as a new mom. But I was Googling how to clean that out properly. Just a little white vinegar and running through some cycles seems to do the trick. So seems I found my answer.
Nice. All right. I bet you a lot of people don't clean their Keurig enough. I know I'm probably one of them. It's probably like every 3 weeks before I clean it out. So it's probably not good. So we've got some people commenting on our Facebook live stream. April says deep sea fishing. That's neat. And we also have Sharon who says how to troubleshoot a dishwasher. Oops, I hope you get that fixed before you have to call in for help. You never know how much that's going to cost. Tamrika says that she Googled how to make a quick cobbler and it turned out great. Made an apple cobbler. That's awesome. Susan said how to cancel airline reservations. Susan, oh no. I'm so sorry. I hope your experience was a good one despite the fact that you have to cancel your reservations right now. And Sharia Googled the cast of Chicago PD. I've never watched that show. I think it's on like another network. But my husband, I think, watches all of those like shows like that. So great. Lisa says how to groom my dog Sparky. Oh yeah, dog grooming right now. That's a lot of fun. So I'm glad that you guys are all responding here because, it's one of those things like, you're staying home more. So obviously you're learning to do more things at home. And whether it's playing with your light fixtures like Turan or fixing the remote or taking care of your orchid or, trying to figure out how to take care of all of the extra hair on your face, we have questions. And so Google provides the answers. All right, Megan, since we're off to a great start on this Friday, why don't you keep us rolling with your morning headlines?
All right, let's do that. We have a lot to talk about here. Republican U.S. Senator from North Carolina, Richard Burr, has stepped down as chairman of the Senate Intelligence Committee. He's currently the subject of a federal investigation into insider trading. The U.S. official told CBS News the FBI seized Senator Burr's cell phone Wednesday night. Burr's term in the Senate expires in 2022, and he already had said before this that he did not plan to seek re-election. North Carolina saw the largest daily increase in COVID-19 cases since the start of the pandemic yesterday, 691. Wednesday, North Carolina tested more than 8,000 people, the third highest daily amount. And look at how that compares to the 691 cases that returned positive. Look at these numbers over the last 2 weeks. The tall blue boxes here show the tests performed, and those small orange boxes are the tests that came back positive. You can see it's a small percentage, always fewer than 10%. The state wants that percentage to stay low. Here's the percentage positive rate since the start of April. The dotted line here is the 14-day average, and you can see it's leveling off. Governor Cooper said that is a positive sign, but North Carolina is not yet ready for phase 2. A Triad faith leader and his group Return America is suing Governor Cooper over his executive order. The order requires churches and houses of worship to keep services online or outside. Triad pastor Ronnie Beatty of Berrien Baptist Church in Winston-Salem says the order violates the First Amendment. Meanwhile, the governor says having restrictions is the right thing to do.
Well, today, Harris Teeter will provide free COVID-19 testing at a drive-through site in High Point. WFMY News 2's Candace Red breaks down how it works.
Harris Teeter is offering free COVID-19 tests at 3 locations in the Carolinas. That includes this location right behind me. This is the parking deck on Commerce Avenue in High Point. Well, here's how the testing service works from start to finish. First, you must make an appointment online. You'll select the testing site location, date, and time. Once confirmed, you'll be able to take the free COVID-19 test. Now, when you arrive at the testing site, a pharmacist will direct you to a testing station. And since it is a drive-through location, you'll have to stay in your car to take the test. The test is an FDA-approved nasal swab. Now, even though the test is self-administered, a trained professional will be on hand to help give you instructions on how to properly collect and seal your sample. And once the sample is sent to the lab, you can expect your test results in about 72 hours.
Throughout this entire situation, Harris Teeter has worked really diligently to balance the safety and well-being of our valued associates with the commitments to the communities we serve. So when the governor called for a request for more testing in North Carolina, we knew we had an opportunity to support the needs of our home state.
By the way, don't forget to bring your ID for the appointment. You'll need it for checking in at the testing site and taking a look at your screen, because I want to make sure you have all the information. Testing will be held on Fridays, Saturdays, and Mondays from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Remember, you have to schedule an appointment before arriving at the testing site in High Point. The site closes on May 30th. Now, for more information or to just simply schedule an appointment, all you have to do is visit our website. That's WFMYnews2.com.
Well, stimulus money is going out to people who receive Social Security benefits. The IRS says direct deposit recipients will get the money first. Then people who have their income payments through the mail will eventually receive their paper check. Those start going out today. Families in need have a chance to pick up free food today in the Triad. The Out of the Garden Project is hosting a giveaway today at Daystar Church in Greensboro. It's from 11 a.m. until noon.
Well, we have another great talker we would love for you to weigh in on here on the WFMY live feed, as a lot of you are joining in and watching right now. So with these stay-at-home orders remaining in place, you might start feeling the itch to get out and about, especially as more retailers and businesses start to reopen. Others of you don't feel quite comfortable doing that just yet, so you're going to keep staying home, but you're looking for things to do. So you're taking on do-it-yourself projects. Yeah, and those are apparently becoming increasingly popular these days, trying your hand at things that you maybe otherwise might not have time to do. So I asked you on my Facebook page, what are some do-it-yourself projects you've been doing during the stay-at-home order? Let's see what some of you are saying so far, and then we'll check the live feed comments, giving you a moment to weigh in here. So Tammy said she is putting together care packages. Look at those. And she explained she is leaving a little something in her mailbox once a week for the postal worker to show her appreciation. Love that idea, Tammy. Linda has been cleaning out her closets, drawers, and getting rid of toys. That sounds like a good idea. Sandy's family got crafty and made a swinging bed. Wow! She said it is the best thing ever, and her husband and daughters put this together in one afternoon. Looks like it's so relaxing, especially for a nice weekend like this one. Melanie finished her swing, which she said was a 2-month project, and then Renee started on another flower bed. I'm feeling so inspired. With a baby at home, we haven't really had time to do many do-it-yourself projects. I guess I could say I planted, or my husband helped plant some vegetables on the side of our yard, and we planted the geraniums out front, but they haven't fared so well with this fluctuating weather. I saw my neighbor, though, next door, trying to replace his own floors. I think they successfully did that, and they look amazing. So people are really boosting their confidence in their own skill sets. Tracy, have you or has Jerron done anything, a project around the house during stay-at-home?
Yeah, I'm glad you included him in this, because I am, the person who cleans the floors, does the bathrooms, the bedrooms, the closets, all that stuff. But when it comes to like the outside of the house, that's all Jerron in his territory, and I'm okay with that. So he had the bright idea to pressure wash the house. I will just say this. It's not ever a good idea to pressure wash your own house. Okay, not ever a good idea. So we have someone coming in tomorrow to do that, because the first go around is not. Our house is dirtier now than it was before he attempted to pressure wash the house. So we do have someone coming tomorrow professionally to do that service for us, but not a good idea. Not a good idea. All right, Taran, you might be more handy around the house than my husband, but I'll just put that out there. It's not for everyone. Not for everyone.
Everybody has strengths and weaknesses. There's probably some things I don't need to be doing outside around the house either, but I do them anyway. I just fix them when I mess them up. I've stained the deck. I was crawling around the crawl space under our house. Usually quarterly, I'll go under the house and spray just to prevent, any type of bugs or anything from coming anywhere near the inside of our house. I need to replace my wife's tire on her bike. I plan on doing that the next couple of days. I replaced the water supply line in one of our toilets just because I wanted a nicer one. And what was working on something the other day and I forgot what it was now. Well, there's some other stuff too that I have on my honey-do list, including changing that ceiling light as well to a better one. So
So,
there you go. There's a few of the things that I've been wasting time on over the past many weeks.
a few. I mean, that was like a grocery list. So, are these all things that your wife asked you to do, or are some of them that you want? Exactly, Megan. Check it off. Are these things that your wife asked you to do, or things that you initiated on your own?
It's kind of a mix. I'm
Okay.
kind of like my dad a little bit. I'll walk around and be like, you know what, I think I'm gonna work on this. But then other things like, hey, you need to do this, and then I'll stall for a week or so, and then I'll finally get to it.
Got it. Well, listen, you are the hero of husbands right now. I mean, that's a long list. I asked for one thing, and it still hasn't been done. Just one thing. But I'm not going to go into that because he's watching. All right, Taran, since you are the fix-it expert. Oh, guys, there's actually some really good responses on our Facebook live stream, so I'll read a few. I wasn't sure if we were going to get any, but Giancarlo says, good morning, amigos. I'm in the beautiful garden, or doing a beautiful garden for my wife. That's awesome. Linnell wants to know if you're for hire, Taran.
If the price is right.
Like $2 an hour, that would be great.
There you go.
Susan says, we have planted tomatoes and they are surviving, but I have lost cucumber plants. Can't get them to grow between the weather changes in May. So she said she thinks the deer might have gotten the last round of them as well. Sharon says, I love pressure washing, but stick to concrete only. Yes, Sharon, I agree. That's really good. And also she says, love all the projects, mostly purging here. And purging is a big thing, right? You have so much junk in your house from all the years, and it just kind of piles up. The other day, my husband asked me to get rid of some of my children's artwork. And I was like, no, are you kidding me? Like, I can't throw this away. He made this on his first day of preschool, and she made this, 2 days ago. And I have a lot of artwork around my house, but eventually when they're like 17, I'll get rid of it. All right, I know, one of those.
Yeah.
All right, Taran, go ahead, give us the forecast. I have just really delved into my life too much.
All right, weather-wise, as we go through the next few days, temperatures are going to be the big deal. We'll see our high temperatures in the low to mid 80s today, mid to upper 80s over the weekend. Small chance of a pop-up shower or thunderstorm during the afternoon hours this weekend, and then we'll see a better chance of rain as we head through Monday afternoon on into Monday evening as a cold front moves on in. And then behind that, the weather pattern gets a little bit uncertain, but right now the trends over the past few days have been towards a cooler and wetter week next week, with a 40% chance is what we're going to go with for now of scattered showers Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, with high temperatures generally in the low to mid 70s. But I can't shake the feeling that we may see high temperatures only in the 60s either Wednesday or Thursday. We'll keep you updated on that. That's a quick look at your 7-day forecast.
Well, Taran, if that happens on Wednesday, I'm going to have to revoke your BFF status.
I know. I'm sorry.
You have some days to work on it, so we'll see. We'll be friends forever. All right, thank you so much for joining us here. Megan, do you want to close out our show for us today? Oh no, looks like her feed is frozen. No. All right, well, we are going to go ahead and sign off here. Thanks so much for joining us on the Good Morning Show's After GMS program, and we'll see you on Monday. Have a great weekend, everybody. Stay safe.